Hello, I'm Shihab Ratansi in Washington. Here are the main stories brought to you by Al Jazeera. Iran's Revolutionary Guard is threatening to crush any further protests that are deemed illegal in the country. Monday saw a resumption of large demonstrations in Tehran. Witnesses say they heard gunshots and that some were killed. Al Jazeera cannot verify any of those claims. In a post on what's believed to be the website of defeated presidential candidate Mir Hossein Mousavi, he encourages his supporters to continue their efforts. The Guardian Council is looking into allegations of vote fraud, but a spokesperson told Al Jazeera that so far there is no evidence to prove it.
We are confident that there hasn't been any irregularity, and we predict that there has only been a statistical miscalculation. We are investigating this, and we will announce the results on Wednesday.
Al-Qaeda's leading commander in Afghanistan has spoken exclusively to Al Jazeera and has said that if his group could use Pakistan's nuclear weapons against the US, then it would. Mustafa Abu Yazid is thought to be Al-Qaeda's number 3 and says his group's aim is to strike back at the US whenever possible. French President Nicolas Sarkozy says the Muslim practice of wearing burqas is not welcome in France. Sarkozy said he believes the full body covering worn by women is a debasement of their gender and not a religious sign. Sarkozy was expressing support for a call by legislators to study the practice of wearing the garment in France. Muslim headscarves and other conspicuous religious symbols were controversially banned in the country's public schools in 2004. A former Rwandan interior minister has been sentenced to 30 years in jail for crimes committed in the country's 1994 genocide. Calixte Kalemanzira was convicted by the United Nations Court prosecuting suspected Rwandan war criminals of 2 counts of genocide and direct public incitement for people to commit genocide. Kalemanzira tricked people into hiding on a hillside where they were subsequently slaughtered. A Canadian court is hearing arguments on whether to proceed in a case brought by a Palestinian village against 2 Canadian construction companies for building Israeli settlements on its land. The village of Bilayin argues the construction is illegal under international law because the land is occupied by Israel. And those are the top stories. You can always keep up to date on our website, aljazeera.net/English.